So is Thomson Reserve really the unicorn project of 2026? Thomson Reserve looks like it could tick almost all the boxes buyers are searching for. So you have Upper Thompson MRT practically at your doorstep, Thompson Plaza just opposite, and iTong School within a 1 kilometer radius, and the famous food stretch nearby with greenery surrounding the area. 3 highly established developers behind this particular project. On paper, it does sound like one of the safest new launches of 2026, but here's the question nobody should ignore. If Thomson Reserve were to launch close to $3,000 per square feet, are you really buying an excellent property, or are you simply paying too much for an excellent location? Because in property, a good location does not automatically guarantee good returns. Your entry price, your unit type, layout, facing, and of course future buyers to eventually sell to are equally important. So today, let's do away with all the hypes and deep dive on Thomson Reserve. We will look at what makes it attractive and what could go wrong and which unit type I will pay closest attention to. Stay until the end because I also share with you the 3 pricing zones that I will use to decide whether Thomson Reserve is attractive, fair, or simply too expensive. So as usual, let's begin with a quick project overview. Thomson Reserve will be developed on the former Thompson View condominium site along the Bright Hill Drive in District 20. 5 hectares of land was acquired for $810 million by the joint venture of the big boys involving UOL Group, Singapore Land and Capital Land. Thomson Reserve will be a 99 years leasehold development with 1,268 units comprising of 2 30-story blocks, 4 21-story blocks. The project is expected to offer 2 to 5 bedroom unit types and selected large unit featuring private lifts. The developer is pretty in tune with the current market trend, doing away with the one bedder, which is very good, serve the needs of the buyer, which is for homestay. The project also features plenty of facilities and different lifestyle zones and many pools, and even offers spectacular unblocked landed and Macritchie view. Of course, currently now we don't have all the materials, but I'll do another video once the material is out. So this project is actually pretty large and the sizes can work both ways. A large project can provide you with better facilities, more landscaping, a stronger community and potentially more manageable maintenance costs because these expenses are shared among more households. It can also generate more resale transactions, which may also help to create clearer valuation benchmark later on. But 1,268 units could mean that you could face more competitions from your own neighbours when you eventually sell. So the development size itself is neither automatically good or bad. It depends on which unit type you actually choose and how many similar units will compete with you in future. And now, why is the location so compelling and why I like it? Location-wise, is unquestionably Thomson Reserve's strongest selling point. I really cannot deny that. The Upper Thompson MRT on the Thompson East Coast Line is located right beside the development. From Upper Thompson Station, residents have direct train connectivity towards the Orchard, Great Wall, Shenton Way, Marina Bay, and even heading to East Coast. This is a stronghold for CBD working professionals. Caldecott MRT is also only 1 station away, which provides access to the Circle Line, which is the MRT loop that finally officially closed with the opening of 3 stations in July 2026. So you are not buying into an area where you need to wait 10 years for basic infrastructure to arrive. If you have watched my transformation video, you are at the completion of the infrastructure phase. Upper Thompson is already an established neighbourhood. Thompson Plaza just opposite your project, and the food stretch nearby, you are surrounded by landed estates, existing residential communities, and of course, familiar lifestyle amenities. That is important because established neighborhoods tend to attract people who already have a connection to the area. Your future buyers may not be someone discovering Upper Thompson for the first time. It could be a family currently living in the Ang-Mo-Kio, Bishan or Thompson area, or it could be the landed owner looking to right-size without leaving the whole neighborhood. That emotional and practical connection can help create more resilient future buyer. So, we also take into account the future connectivity story. This is also a longer-term transport story. the Bright Hill MRT is one station away and is scheduled to become one of the interchange between Thompson East Coast Line and the new Cross Island Line. The Cross Island Line Phase 1 is targeted to open in 2030. When completed, it will provide another route towards areas such as Ang Mo Kio, Hougang, Pasir Ris, and the eastern part of Singapore. However, I will not buy Thomson Reserve purely because of the Cross Island Line. Upper Thomson MRT is already operational today. The future interchange is an additional advantage, not the entire investment thesis. And that distinction is very important because I prefer projects where the location already works today and future infrastructure acting as an additional bonus. I'm more cautious when a project depends entirely on something that may only happen many years later. Another point, school and amenities and the nature. For families, Ai Tong School is naturally one of the biggest attractions in this area. The development site has been stated to be within 1 kilometer to Ai Tong, and based on past balloting records, high chance you will need this 1 kilometer to put your kids in school. But the project is not attractive only because of schools. You also have the access of the Thompson Plaza for groceries every day, your necessities, your cafes and restaurants along the Upper Thomson Road, and most importantly, the Merigi Reservoir, Windsor Nature Park, Thompson Nature Park, Lower Pierce Reservoir, and Bishan Ang Mo Kio Parks are all within this broader catchment. All in all, Thomson Reserve is a combination that is difficult to replicate. MRT connectivity, schools, shopping, food, established landed neighbourhood and access to nature all within one area. For an own stay perspective, this is an extremely compelling proposition. So the key question is, who will buy your unit in future? Let's move from the lifestyle to investment. 6 groups of buyers who can exit to. Number 1, families seeking proximity to Ai Tong School. Number 2, HDB upgraders moving into a larger private home. Number 3, condo owners upgrading in the vicinity. 4, professionals who prioritize MRT connectivity. 5, existing residents who remain within the Bishan, Ang Mo Kio and Thompson area. And lastly, the landed owners who eventually want to move to a more convenient, lower maintenance lifestyle without leaving the neighbourhood. There is a relatively broad and diverse buyer pool, and this is one of Thompson's biggest strengths. It does not depend on only one group of buyer profile. However, having a good buyer pool does not mean every unit will perform equally well. In such a large-scale development, you must understand the difference between project selection and unit selection. You can choose the right project, but you can also choose the wrong unit. And of course, now we come to the most important part of this review, the launch pricing. As of now, official prices may not have been released, but I have to base it on the land price and current market to make some estimates. Some early estimates that I feel it could be around the 2,700 to 2,800 PSF mark, while others also expect it to go as high as $3,000 per square feet for selected units. Instead of trying to predict one magical number, I will assess the project using 3 broad price zones. So taking into account Lentor Gardens has already achieved an average of 2,357 PSF and a high of 2,495 per square feet. This is a harmonized project. While our neighbour, Thomson Impression, a non-harmonized project, which TOP in 2019, achieved a record of 2,416 per square feet. So my first zone of pricing is below approximately 2,700, which we all hope. At this level, below 2,700, Thomson Reserve being 3 stops away from Lentor Garden and closer to city would immediately catch my attention, particularly for an efficient layout with reasonable spacing. Considering the MRT, schools, amenities and profile, this could create a more comfortable margin against competing projects in the area. Zone 2 pricing, approximately 2,700 to 2,850 per square feet. This is a very selective zone. I will not consider it cheap, but the price may still be defensive. You must examine layout efficiency, total quantum, floor facing and premium between stacks. And lastly, zone price number 3, the approximate 2,850 to mainly the 3,000 odd per square feet or even higher. This is a premium territory. At this level, it will likely be the unblocked view units that is facing towards the landed or Merigi view. For ordinary stacks above this range, I would become a bit more careful. Of course, let's wait for the floor plans and I'll do another video on it. Meanwhile, if you find this video useful, do like, share and subscribe to my channel so you'll be updated on my upcoming videos. So next, PSF is not the same as affordability. In the current era of new harmonization layout, one frequent mistake buyers make is focusing only on per square feet. PSF is important, but your mortgage, stamp duty and eventual buyer pool determines your total purchase price. Let's use a simple illustration. A 900 square feet at 2,750 per square feet works out to be about 2.475 million. At 2,950 per square feet, the same unit is at 2.655 million. That $200 per square feet difference adds up to about 180,000 of your purchase price. For a 1,200 square feet family unit, the difference of $200 per square feet differences adds up to approximately 240,000. This could affect your down payment, loan amount, monthly installment, and future resale audience. You're not just buying PSF, you're buying the usable space at a particular total quantum. An efficient 900 square feet unit can sometimes be a better purchase than an inefficient 1050 square feet unit, even when the smaller unit has a higher per square feet. So which unit type deserves attention? 84% of the development will comprise of 2 to 3 bedrooms, while the remaining 16% will be the larger 4 and 5 bedroom homes. This immediately tells us something about the future competition. The 2-bedroom units may offer a more accessible entry quantum, but owners could face greater competition because of the number of similar smaller units. This may also compete with investment units and smaller apartments in other developments. Example, Thompson Impression has about 59% of the units being 1 and 2 bedroom. So for now, the 3-bedroom category could be the most important segment in Thomson Reserve. So for comparison, in Thompson Impression, you see more than 5% annualized return with up to more than $1 million of profit for 3 bedrooms in Thompson Impression. Reason being, it appeals to young families, HDB upgraders, owners upgrading from a smaller private property. However, take note of the different potential layouts of 3 bedrooms, because do remember, a 4-room HDB upgrader is used to having 3 bedrooms, a yard and a storeroom. So will a compact 3-bedroom or a 3-bedroom premium do better? Think about it. 4-bedroom unit types could offer a stronger balance between the family demand and relative scarcity. They appeal to families who genuinely want to remain in the area requiring more space. And of course, the 5-bedroom units will have a smaller buyer pool because of their higher quantum, but the supply is limited in the area and the layouts are suitable for multi-generation families. That scarcity could also become an advantage. It can then cater to the landed downgraders. My view on this, the 3-bedroom premium and 4-bedroom categories are the ones that I will look closely. But of course, my final recommendation will be after studying the official plans once it's out, the unit distribution and estimated day pricing gap. Stay tuned and subscribe to my channel for my next video for the floor plans analysis once they are out. And finally, the 3 risks that we must understand. Risk number 1, internal competition. If many owners have the same layout and similar facing, future buyers may simply choose the cheapest listing. Your unit must have a clear reason for somebody to select it over another unit in the same project. Risk number 2, paying too much for floor heights. Would a future buyer pay another 100,000 or 150,000 simply because your unit is 10 floors higher when the view is largely about the same? Sometimes the premium is justified, but sometimes it may not. So the per floor stack loading in terms of pricing is super important. Risk number 3, the facing, noise and afternoon sun. So for Thomson Reserve, the Marichy Nature Reserve unblocked view may sound super attractive, but of course, for this case, it may receive strong afternoon sun. Other stacks may face internal facilities, traffic or transport related noise, or even the HDB. So if you're buying for your own stay, then you seriously need to consider whether you are okay with the unblocked view, but at the same time with the west side. And finally, from an own stays perspective, it's one of the most complete proposition in the Upper Thompson area. For investment, entry price is the most important. So this comes to the end of the first part review of Thomson Reserve. The next video will be out when we have the official plans. If you are considering Thomson Reserve and would like an unbiased comparison against other new launches or resale alternative, or want to understand a bit more about the transformation in the area, feel free to reach out to me. This is my number, and I will help you compare the numbers, layout, stacks and exit audience and determine whether Thomson Reserve genuinely fits your property journey. If not, I will see you in the next video.